Wave, wave, wave! Let's go! 3 for 3, baby. What's going on, guys? Dalton with a D, back with a brand new video. And that's horse shit in the middle of the road because I live in a small country town. I was gonna divulge a name, not like anybody knows where it is or cares. But this is a spur of the moment video, and by spur of the moment I mean I wasn't planning on recording or even riding today, but I needed to get my bike inspected, and I thought I was gonna have to ride an hour all the way to Austin or College Station to get my bike inspected. And then come to find out, the local Speedy Lube in my little bitty town inspects motorcycles, and I was honestly surprised. So I get up, trying to be lazy today. I go back to work tomorrow. That's how lazy I'm being today. I didn't even want to take the effort to take my motorcycle out. Didn't ride yesterday, hadn't ridden in probably 4 or 5 days. Didn't give a damn. I was trying to veg on the couch. I get up and I go take the bike to the Speedy Lube, and of course the one guy there that's able to inspect motorcycles is on his lunch break. So I had the choice to take the bike home, put it up, come back in 45 minutes, or just take the bike out for a ride. Now honestly, when I was on my way over there, even though I didn't feel like riding today, once I got on the bike, it felt really good, and I didn't want to go ride a mile up the road and get off the bike and sit for, let him do the inspection. I really started getting excited and wanted to take a ride, so I thought, well, it's just the stars lining up, and I took that as a sign that I should go ride, obviously. Wave, wave, wave! Let's go! 3 for 3, baby. 4 for 4, because I actually passed a bike earlier when my camera wasn't on and got the wave, so 4 for 4 today on Cruiser Waves. Speaking of not having the camera on, when I say this was a spur-of-the-moment video, I mean, I've been riding around for about 30 minutes, and the thought crossed my mind, maybe I should make a moto vlog since it's nice and I'm on the bike and I've got this time, but I would have bet my entire paycheck that the battery in my GoPro was dead. But I decided to pull over after about 30 minutes, and I said, well, the hell with it. If I try and it comes on, it'll be a great surprise, and if I go and try to turn it on and it's dead already, that's what I expected anyway. It's not like I'm gonna be disappointed. But to my surprise, yet again today, the GoPro comes on, it's got a full battery. So I decided to do a moto vlog, and then I realized that I have absolutely nothing to talk about. Makes for an exciting video, I know. And then I realized, actually, as I started trying to do it, I do have something to talk about. It's not necessarily a topic, like, it's about the style of my videos and how I'm recording these videos. Because I'm cursed between being not necessarily a perfectionist, but I'm really good at everything I do, and I don't like to, I start to get really OCD about little details and things. And so I'll try to record these videos and I'll say something, and immediately after I've said it, I'll realize that there was a much better way I could have said it and could have worded it, and then I'll fumble over my words and stop, and then I'll stop and I'll re-record it and just cut it later, and then it almost gets to the point where I'm scripting these videos. And I'm not sitting here making a script and reading it and memorizing it and riding around, but I'll try to say something, and then I'll fumble over something and make a mistake or say something the wrong way, and then once I do, I instantly just stop and make these cuts, and I go, okay, well, this is what I said, this is what I made a mistake, this is how I should have said it. And like I said, it gets to the point where I almost feel like I'm scripting these videos, and I don't like that one bit. Yeah, I don't like the feeling of scripting these videos and getting all robotic, because I'm a naturally charismatic person. I do very well talking in front of people and crowds and entertaining people and all. You know, I've always told my wife I feel like I could have a great career in stand-up comedy or something, but oh, the puppies. Oh, I wish I could take one home. We have too many dogs at the house, though. We have some kind of German Shepherd mutt mix. And then I've got 2 English Bull Terriers. I have one that looks just like Spuds MacKenzie, and I've got one that looks just like Chico off of Friday. I mean, they look identical. So, too many. Plus the 2 cats and the 2 snakes. We got plenty of animals. But here I go again. I almost started to do it right there. When I stopped talking and I fell out of my rhythm, I was fixing to restart everything I had just said and say it all over again and then try to flow into the next thing. I was fixing to do that. And I didn't do that in my first couple videos. Maybe the first one. But, you know, one video I remember, it took me like an hour and 15 minutes of riding to get 14 minutes or 12 minutes worth of video. And because I kept messing up and kept re-recording things, doing almost, you know, I swear to God, you could just hire somebody to follow me around with a marker and cut, you know, for every take, because that's what it was feeling like. And I want to stop doing that. That's not natural, and that's not natural to me. That's a script, you know, or a formula in my head already. That's a speech I'm delivering. That's not what I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to give you raw thoughts as they come and be entertaining, which I can do, but it's weird, guys. See all that and buts and ums, and I don't know what the deal is. Now here, look, I just did it. I'm pretty sure in my last video I mentioned my wife was pregnant, but I don't remember if I mentioned how far along she was. And my wife is actually 37 weeks pregnant. Now, I don't know how much anybody watching this video knows about pregnancies and gestation for people, but usually after the first pregnancy, the babies come a little quicker. They tend to not carry to term as far, if that makes sense. Like, they don't carry the babies as long, damn it. That's what I'm trying to say. So given the fact that this is my wife's 4th child, we are expecting any day. Like, I'm surprised. I have my phone in my backpack. I wouldn't be surprised right now if I pull over here and look at my phone and she's like, my water broke, we gotta go to the hospital. She didn't really sound like that, but the only hindrance, my wife actually had cervical cancer, and she had a cone biopsy, which sounds exactly like it is. They cut a cone-shaped wedge out of her cervix, and that does or can affect her laboring. See, I keep doing it. I'll be in the middle of talking, and a butterfly will fly by, and I'll just go gone. Oh, I swear some days I miss taking my Adderall. But we're here at the Speedy Lube. Let me go ahead and get this bike inspected, and we'll be back with you guys shortly. And we're back, guys. We got the Ninja 400 freshly inspected, legal now, ready to ride without worrying about somebody gonna pull me over and tell me my tags are out and all that. Well, actually, it's not true. I still gotta pick up my tags, but well, since I have nothing else to talk about, I may as well tell you how my weekend went. I was actually supposed to work my weekend. Hey, what's going on, brother? That's my Uncle Robert. So I was supposed to work Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, but a really good friend of mine who lives all the way up near Dallas, his girlfriend brought him down here for a surprise trip for his birthday. So Saturday I took off work. We went to a real cool place in Austin called Barton Springs. It's a spring-fed... Okay, so there's Barton Creek that runs into the Colorado River, or what they call Lady Bird Lake. But part of it, where these springs, there's a couple of springs that run into the creek, and being spring-fed and natural, it's a beautiful place. And they turned it into a nice big swimming hole with a diving board and all, and it, you know, it gets deep. Some places, I think the deepest part of it's like 18 feet. So you got good places to swim all the way around. I mean, whether you want the shallow end to hang out or the big deep spot in the middle with the diving board. And problem with that water is like 70 degrees year round. And 70 degrees, like, you think of 70 degree weather? 70 degree weather sounds okay. 70 degree water will take your breath away. And I mean that. So like I said, I jump into this ice cold water like I normally do. My wife always eases her way in, you know, 1 foot at a time, and then knees, and, you know, gradually gets in the water and sits down. I usually just jump right on in it. But this particular time, I go to jump in this ice cold water, and as soon as I hit the water, I felt like somebody knocked the breath out of me. Like, you never get hit in the chest, get the breath knocked out of you? Like, physically feel the air leave your body, and then You can't breathe anymore. As much as you try, you just go, ah, ah. That's all you can do. And no air going into my lungs. The interesting part about that is, I was out where I couldn't touch, which is not saying a lot. I'm not the tallest person around, but go ahead. But yeah, I'm not the tallest person around, so me being, me struggling trying to tread water when I can't breathe, keep my head above the water, obviously, because who wants to drown on their friend's surprise birthday trip? It kind of puts a damper on the whole day. So after we finish swimming in this cold ass water, we go to Pluckers. And Pluckers is a wing bar, kind of a sports bar type place. Pluckers absolutely has the best wings known to mankind. Nobody ever has, nor will they ever have better wings than they have at Pluckers. That's just the way it is. There's no arguing the point. That's a fact. And if you don't believe me, come down to Texas and try it yourself. Honestly, I've never even thought about the potential for a video sponsor, but Pluckers, if you're watching this and want to be my first video sponsor, I got you, wholeheartedly. I can make a whole video just be one big ad to Pluckers, I swear. It really is my favorite place to eat. I know I'm kind of joking around here, but like every time my wife and I go to Austin, we eat Pluckers. Like every time we go on a date, no matter what else we do, we eat Pluckers. That's just how it works. So after we end up at Pluckers, good food, drinks, have a good time up there. Time with Christian and Bailey, his girlfriend, who's awesome. Time's getting limited, they gotta go soon. I talked to my wife before we even left about the possibility of getting my hair cut while we're in Austin, because that's where I get my hair cut. It's a series of barbershops called Finley's, which are wonderful barbershops. Great atmosphere, great haircuts. You go in there, they've got a lounge in the back with beer and wine, and in the Austin location, they have Austin Eastsiders, which I really like. Not even necessarily whether I like the drinks or not, but Eastsiders is a local alcoholic cider produced in Austin. Pretty self-explanatory, but they carry that, you know, and they carry more local beer in there, you know. It's just a cool place to hang out, go and get your hair cut and enjoy yourself. We got to see Christian, we got to eat Pluckers. We both got a fantastic haircut, and I got to introduce Christian to Finley's. Christian was kind of hesitant to pay the price of the haircut up there at Finley's until he got up there and tried it, and now Christian's in love with the place. Swears he's going to come back down every month for a haircut. So all in all, it was a wonderful Saturday. I took off work. I may have missed some money out of that, or may have lost some money taking off work, but I had a fantastic time Saturday. It was absolutely wonderful. Then afterwards, we went and looked at motorcycles again, and I went and looked at a Z900, went and sat on it. It felt great. So I think that pretty much cemented my choice. I think I'm going to go ahead and rock the Z900 at some point here, hopefully sooner rather than later. And then we made a trip to the Zookeeper, which is a local exotic pet store in Austin. Not like a Petco or something. This is an actual real pet shop. And went to look at the snakes and look around and scare my wife with the tarantulas. And get rats for our 2 ball pythons. And we called it a day. So all in all, it was a wonderful little Saturday. So I feel like I've stretched this out pretty well, especially considering the fact that I had nothing to talk about, and I'm trying to keep to the formula of not making multiple cuts, of trying to re-record the same thing and just shoot from the hip, and whatever I say, whatever mistakes I make, anything, just let it be what it is. So with that being said, guys, leave a like, comment down below, subscribe if you're new. It helps a lot, guys. I'm really look, I'm fucking up right here. Leave a like and comment down below and hit the subscribe button for me if you're new, which should be most of you. Thank you very much for watching my videos. I'm Dalton with a D. We'll see you next time.